Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name's Jenny and this is Arnold the Praying Penguin, and in our last video we shared about 5 different idols that are still worshipped today. If you're not sure what idols are and why they're bad, do head over to that video to find out more. But today we're going to be talking about how to recognise if we are worshipping idols and also how to avoid idols in the first place. So how do we identify if we are worshipping an idol? How do we know? Well, first, there might be things that are already jumping out to you, things that you know you prioritise over God and place as more important than Him. Maybe you watched last week's video and one of those 5 different idols that we said are quite common today, maybe one of them resonated with you. Another way that we might identify idols is through God's conviction. Maybe we are feeling God say, actually, you're placing that thing as more important than me. Stop doing that. Maybe you can feel God pointing you to something that actually you need to stop doing. But if you're still not sure whether there are any idols in your life, we've got 3 questions that we can ask ourselves that will help to identify those idols and point them out to us. So the first question is, if I'm not reading the Bible, if I'm not praying, if I'm not going to church, what is it that's stopping me from doing those things? What obstacles are in the way? What am I doing instead? What stops me from focusing on God? The second question is, what is on your mind? What are you constantly thinking about? What can you not stop thinking about? And the third question is, if someone was to ask the people around you, your friends, your family, your colleagues, if they were to ask them what you love, how would they answer that question? What things would they say that you love? And maybe these questions highlight things that you're placing as really important in your life, and you need to distinguish whether you're placing those things as more important than God. So, how do we avoid idols? How do we avoid idolatry and worshipping these things instead of God? How can we put them back in their right place? Well, firstly, prioritise God. You need to decide that you're placing Him back on His throne where He belongs as the most important thing in your life. And from that will flow other actions. But you need to make that decision in the first place. Know that you are putting God back at the top, back as your priority. The second thing that you can do is spend time with God. This could be through prayer, through Bible study, through fasting, through spending time with church community. Carve out time for these things and make sure that they happen. Make sure you're prioritising them. And the more that you do these things, the more that you will love them and the more that you will see how irreplaceable they are. And the third thing that we can do is to detach from these idols if we're struggling to let them go. Or if we see something that is starting to become an idol and we're worried that we're starting to place too high importance on it. Take a break from that thing. This isn't us saying that those things are inherently bad and that you can never go back to them, but it's making sure that we're not becoming dependent on them where we should be putting our dependence on God. It's making sure that we know we don't need them as much as we need God. It's taking a step back so that we know that that thing is not the priority in our lives. And this might be a short break, a long break, or it might just be finding other ways to take that step back and making sure that that thing is not a priority. So this has just been a really quick whistle-stop tour of how to avoid idols and how to recognise them in your own life. Let us know down in the comments if there's anything you're going to do to try and avoid idols or get rid of idols in your own life. We hope you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this from me and Arnold and from Bernard. But for now, if you'd like to hear more about how to spend time with God, do check out these videos on screen now. And we will see you next Saturday for a new video. Bye!